Guess what arrived just in time for the Force Awakens premiere?
What?
The complete Star Wars saga on Blu-ray.
Ooh!
Want to watch it?
Yeah!
Okay, 1 second. Ready.
Yeah! Yeah! That was awesome!
Ready for round 2?
Yeah! That was even better than the first one!
Let's watch the last one right now.
Yeah!
What?
Well, I guess after watching them all in a row like this, it's just... I mean, Jedi's good, but it's not as good as I remembered, you know?
No, I do not. No. Jedi is a spectacular film and the perfect ending to one of the most influential stories of our lives. How dare you say it's just good?
Well, it's kind of like... It's like The Dark Knight Rises. I mean, when you're watching it, you get really swept up in the moment, but after it's over and you think about it for a second, you know, some of the cracks start to show.
The only crack I see here is the crack you're smoking. Coming in here talking your crazy jibber-jabber flim-flam bullshit.
Let's just start at the beginning, okay?
You mean Jabba's Palace, the perfect opening that introduces us to a whole new cast of creatures and characters, while establishing the new status quo for the main characters, and offering tons of awesome action? Is that the beginning you're referring to?
Yes, and I agree it's an almost perfect opening with just one glaring flaw, and that's Boba Fett.
Don't you go dissing the Fett now.
No, of course not. Boba Fett's great. They spend all of Empire hyping him up as this huge badass. He outsmarts Han Solo, he has dinner with Darth Vader, then he flies off like a boss in Slave One, the only ship in the Star Wars universe that's arguably cooler than the Millennium Falcon. But what happens in Return of the Jedi?
He dies like a little bitch.
He doesn't just die like a bitch, he dies like a goddamn Looney Tunes character. Blind old Han just happens to hit him in the back of his jetpack, sending him flying, screaming like a little girl, whacking himself into a wall, and then falling, tumbling, still screaming mind you, into the mouth of the Sarlacc pit, which then bursts. Boba Fett's entire existence is punctuated by a cartoony belch.
Look, I agree that it's not the ideal way to send off such a cool character, but there were so many other great things happening in that scene that I think it's forgivable. What else you got?
The Dagobah scene.
Master Yoda's touching death scene?
No. I mean the scene right after, where Obi-Wan awkwardly shuffles in and tries to convince Luke and the audience that he wasn't lying about Vader being Luke's father for 2 movies. Because of course George Lucas had this all planned out from the beginning. Why would you even ask?
Well, like you said, it all makes sense from a certain point of view.
Really? Does it make sense for him not to tell Luke right the f*** away that Princess Leia, the girl on the droid, the girl he's gonna go rescue, have adventures with, and eventually, and this is the really important part, make out with, is his sister?
Sometimes the forbidden fruit tastes the sweetest.
Here's how that scene should have played out. Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. Oh shit, Luke, that's your sister. And all of that could have been overlooked if not for the worst part of not just Jedi, but the entire original trilogy, the Ewoks.
What do you have against the Ewoks?
They're annoying. The whole sequence of them capturing the main cast and thinking 3PO's a god just grinds the second act to a halt. And the suspension of disbelief required to believe that they could kill even a single stormtrooper, let alone an entire legion of the Emperor's best men with their basic-ass twig weapons is too much. An old scrotum of a man shooting lightning out of his hands? Yeah, sure. But sentient teddy bears taking down fully armored humans? Get the f*** out.
But they're so cute.
All George had to do was make them Wookiees and it would have been awesome. But no. Instead we get these furry little turds, a bunch of slapstick comedy, and a final confrontation between Luke and Vader that pales in comparison to Empire's, thus making Return of the Jedi the weakest movie in the original trilogy.
No, that's not true. That's impossible.
Search your feelings. You know it to be true.
No!
Hey, look, crossguard works.
Well, that's because these are toys. I mean, if they were real lightsabers, obviously...
No. We are not having this argument again.
Look, it's a flawed movie. I'll give you that. But it doesn't make it any less special. And no matter how we feel about Jedi, it's obvious that Star Wars as a whole has had such a big impact on us that we're still so passionate about it decades later. And I think we both hope that Force Awakens will do for the next generation what the originals did for us.
I love you.
I know. Hey folks, thanks for watching, but don't you go anywhere. Be sure to click that subscribe button to keep updated on all the latest Warp Zone content. And if you'd like to see a list of the top 10 sex scenes in gaming, click the video on the left. Or if you'd rather see the behind the scenes video for this sketch, click the video on the right. And if you made it this far, get your Admiral Akbar on by saying, "It's a trap!" in the comments section. Wow, my Admiral Akbar kind of sounds like Richard Nixon. Aru, man calamari, Warp Zone out.